Good afternoon and welcome to the news on Lagos Television. I am Omoumi Okewu. The All Progressives Congress has urged organizers of the August 1 protest to shelve its agitation to have President Bola Tinubu scrap the 1999 Constitution, describing it as a tall order. Speaking in Abuja after a meeting held behind closed doors with Forum of APC state chairmen to discuss the modalities of the proposed protest, the National Secretary of the party, Ajibola Basiru, said the renewed agitation to have the president dump the institution he vowed to protect would mount to a mission impossible. According to Senator Basiru, President Tinubu alone lacks the power to dump or alter the 1999 Constitution in any form. Senator Basiru added that the meeting of the National Working Committee of the party examined the 15 charter of demands outlined by the organizers of the protest and discovered that most of the issues raised here are not matters for protest because they border on the issue of politics and amendments to the Constitution. Meanwhile, ahead of the planned nationwide protest, police authorities have requested the details of the demonstrators. Briefing journalists in Abuja, Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun specifically asked all groups planning to participate in the demonstrations to submit their details to the commissioners of police in their respective states so that the protests will be peaceful. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Labour Congress Lagos State Council has distanced itself from the proposed nationwide protest planned to commence on August 1. Chairman of the council, Fumi Sesi, said this at a press briefing to address issues surrounding the planned protest, adding that the state is yet to recover from the damage and destruction after the NSAS protest in 2020. Mark Bejosu reports.
Since the agitations commenced on social media to hold nationwide protests on the current economic hardship in the country, groups have been dissociating themselves from it. Here are members of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Lagos State Council, addressing the matter and distancing the union from the proposed action.
Let it be known that Labour is not withdrawing from any protest. Labour is not organizing any protest as now. If we are organizing protests or we are joining the protest, we will rightly inform our members. But for this one, we have seen the way this protest is going, that the people calling for it, they want it to be violent, and violence cannot solve the already escalated problems that we have on ground.
While emphasizing on communication between the government and the governed, Chairman of the Council, Fumi Sesi, said it is important for governments at all levels to take necessary actions to address the agitations of Nigerians through social dialogue.
Government should also engage with recognized bodies to address some critical social and economic issues facing us in this country. We also want to call the government, like it happened during the era of Obasanjo or people before him, that we need a media chat at least once in a month.
On the new minimum wage, the union promised full implementation, urging governments to set up price control committee to regulate market prices and ensure functional refineries and transportation systems.
We should ensure the full implementation without leaving anybody behind. The workers have endured since last year May, and that endurance, we can no longer continue to endure this unbearable pain. Let government also set a committee or a machinery in motion to ensure the market forces prices, and those very, very selfish people, they do not now leverage on the new minimum wage to increase the prices of goods that has already escalated since last year.
The organized labor also emphasized that continuous social intervention program for youth, the elderly, and support for farmers will boost the nation's economy. Maugbu Josu, LTV News.
Now, members of the House of Representatives Committee on Public Assets and Special Duties have paid a courtesy visit on Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to kickstart their oversight function in Lagos. Our correspondent, Adetola Kayode, reports.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu welcomed the honorable members saddled with the management and disposal of federal government's assets led by the chairman. Ademorin Kuye gave a breakdown of specific oversight function of the Committee on Public Assets and Special Duties as analyzing the efficiency, management and disposal of the nation's assets, its ministries, departments and agencies, both local and foreign, bringing all of these to a single register of assets for proper coordination. Kuye commended Governor Sanwo-Olu and his team's giant strides in transportation, education, health, and other sectors.
Most of the time when we take loan, we are valued based on our crude oil, rather than other assets that are supposed to be valued again of the federal government. We are in charge of all those assets that have been forfeited by ICPC, EFCC, and all other ones, that have been surrendered to the federal government. These are our mandates. And we felt that we cannot come to this state without coming to see you, knowing how much work that your administration is putting into ensuring good life for the people of Lagos State and Nigeria, because Lagos is actually a mini Nigeria.
Governor Sanwo-Olu thanked the team for their kind words while urging them to use their intervention to improve the quality of the nation's assets, ensuring that they must be put to good use.
We cannot give reasons and say that this is how we used to do it. I mean, technology, innovation, and the reality of where we are ourselves now has briefed out, whilst we need to be able to challenge the status quo, and be able to change our mindset and bring about, a better utilization of government resources at all times.
Promising to constantly plug into the success of the Tinubu administration by playing its part, the governor therefore urged those agitating for a protest to do what is constitutionally right and not resort to violence.
Yes, I mean, people can, express, grievances or express better service if they do, see one. It's also important that people know too well that those grievances, government are always ready to listen. Nothing must, be taken away from the table. Any form of, grievance must also end on the table. So government is also extending its hand to listen.
Aside assets spread across the country, the federal government owns physical and liquid assets in the United Kingdom, Washington, D.C., Maryland, USA, Germany, Texas, USA, Europe, and more. This committee is also saddled with the responsibility of diversifying the channels of generating and disposal of the assets. Adetola Kayode, OTV News.
Now, the Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to professional development of staff leveraging on artificial intelligence as cutting edge to ensure quality service delivery in the state. This was re-echoed at the 15th annual public lecture organized by the Lagos State Public Service Chapter of the International Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria.
Machines have the ability to understand more than what we give it. Machines are beginning to also reason and think through processes. Machines can now read and learn and understand, and they can make intelligent decisions on our behalf.
If there is precision, there is accountability, and there is transparency, Nigeria wouldn't have been where we are today. This gives us so much joy as lawmakers representing you, that we are poised, making good laws that will give you the check and balances that is needed to put Nigeria on the right financial path.
Theme: the emergence of artificial intelligence and economic impact on private and public sector enterprise. The program opened conversations on the relevance of AI in revenue management system and how it provides technical ability in financial management, its detective analysis in health sector, agriculture, and crime monitoring.
Intelligence is the new technological innovations that have come to help achieve a whole lot in the workspace. Now, this is certainly going to be useful for both the government and the private sector. As we speak now, it's already in force, and it is better for organizations, both corporate, private, public sector, to imbibe it into their work processes to create efficiency and effectiveness and timely management of basic resources as expected.
To educate our people, let them know what AI is all about. AI is not out to take over our jobs. It's just to make our job, more for us to be able to perform better by the time we know the intricacies of what AI can do for us.
Provide high standards of accuracy and integrity in service delivery, the Lagos State government is championing professional development of staff through capacity building and training by collaborating with professional bodies to ensure there is improved service delivery to Lagosians. In sport, Chairman of the Arbitration and Disciplinary Committee, Dotun Koka, says upholding the sanctity of the game in Lagos will be carried out in line with the status of Lagos State Football Association and this spirit's resolution of the world governing body, FIFA. The committee was inaugurated by the LSFA board with a mandate to address matters affecting football and creating the right environment for the game to strive. We have details in this report.
Towards engendering a football ecosystem that encourages fair play, justice and equity in line with best global practices, the board of Lagos State Football Association inaugurated a 7-man arbitration and disciplinary committee. The committee, which has the vice chairman of the LSFA, Dotun Koka, as the chairman, has been saddled with the responsibility of ensuring football matters and its accompaniments are professionally handled. Speaking at the swearing-in of the committee members, Chairman, Lagos State Football Association, Gafar Liamid, charged members to live up to their billings in view of their renowned pedigree. He added that the LSFA reposes so much confidence in the abilities of the committee to deliver and help take football in the state to its desired heights.
The Lagos State Football Association vision is consistent with arbitration and disciplinary committee in line with the Lagos State Football Association statute. It is to seek your strategic, timely, specific and actionable decisions on range of football issues. We have club-to-club disagreement, we have player-to-club disagreement, we have in disciplinary actions at game venues. This association will not entertain any football violence. We want your committee to speak to that.
Koka thanks the LSFA board for the confidence reposed in the committee and giving members the opportunity to serve and contribute to the growth of football in the state.
The terms of reference is about the sensitization of various stakeholders on expectations from them. So we have to add that to what, apart from taking issues up, we're going to sensitize the football stakeholders is, education, so that they know that, yes, these are their limits and these are things that needs to be done rightly at all times.
The committee, which had Adekunle Michael Ogunade as vice chairman, comprises Mark Anthony Anelechuku, Barrister Idris Akinyemi, Barrister Doyin Aino, CSP Olawale Adekoya and Olakunle Fashola as members.
And for more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. Please remember to call Lagos toll-free line 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. Thanks for watching the news at noon. I am Omomi Okeo. See you again at 2.